What's up, Panda Gang, and welcome to True Start Location Saladin on the Greatest Earth map. This is part of Yet Not Another Map Packs. Love this mod. Gives you so many great maps. We've got about 40, just under 40 civs total here. I'm playing the Visor version of Saladin. Definitely mispronouncing this. Maybe it's Vizier. Anyways, you got Righteousness of Faith. So this workshop building, the Madrasa, it'll be able to be purchased for super low faith cost, and it'll give me science, faith, and culture output. The crucial one, though, playing on something like a 40 civ map, is the last prophet. So whenever the game is down to just one final prophet, I'm going to get that last guy. So guaranteed religion. Don't need to go crazy rush for it right away, doing holy site prayers. And keep in mind, I've got the extended religions mod as well, so we've actually got 16 religions in the game, but when you have almost 40 civs, I mean, it's tough to grab one of those. Last thing to mention is the medieval era knight, the Mamluk. This one's pretty sweet because you can move and heal while you attack, so quite versatile. Well, let's get started here doing some searching. Okay, we found the Dead Sea. That gave me some error score, and we've got astrology boosted right off the bat. Let's keep walking that direction. Right on, Phoenicia. Nice to meet you. Hopefully she's good and friendly with me. We got this Dead Sea Wonder, super nice. It would be great to get a holy site down right here. Lots of adjacency right off the bat. 4. Plus, if we could actually scoop up some of these tiles for production. 2 culture, 2 faith. That'd be nice to expand my borders and get my faith game going. So, deciding where we're gonna settle. Most of these tiles are pretty trash, but the worst of the worst are these deserts up to the north. These 1 production desert tiles. And these plains that I'm sitting on down here are pretty bad as well. At least this one's got maize. I see Plains Hill over here, too far away to run all the way over here and settle. But these reefs also pretty nice, pretty nice. It's pretty rare you look at a 2 food, 1 production tile and you're like, oh, that looks good. But let's move up towards this Dead Sea. Maybe we'll settle on one of these hills here. So checking out the settler lens, I'm gonna settle somewhere near this oasis. I need the housing because I need something here with this start, man. Like down here, everywhere I go, these yields just suck. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention, we're playing with loyal capitals. That's something I like to throw in there when I do these earth maps, just because for a lot of civilizations, keeping your capital loyal is tough, you know, and it's a true start location. I want you to settle in your place. Like for example, England often has a real tough time with loyalty. Okay, let's settle on this desert hill. It'll make the tile itself workable, usable. We'll still have this maze here that we can improve, and it gets us close to the Dead Sea. It would be pretty crazy if we got both of these tiles. I bet Phoenicia will at least get one, but I would like to get one myself. Not only that, it gives me a decent choke point to fend off these Phoenicians too. Like if I got a guy sitting right here, that'd be pretty nice. And I imagine they're gonna get aggressive. Like, just look at this settler lens. Literally, this tile right here, I couldn't settle in. I couldn't settle any closer to these guys if I tried to. Let's explore a tad bit more with the Warrior 2. When you're exploring, nice to go up on hills. Where's the little production guy to tell you it's a hill? Oh, it's hiding. Anyways, nice to go up on hills because you can just see a little bit further. And you can see just how desolate this area is. I really got to stick here along the coast with my city. And Cyrus of Persia, nice to meet you. I think this will be the 2 closest civilizations. Okay, yeah, all very tight. And a city-state here, Eureka 4 masonry. Checking that out, building a quarry. I don't see any stone around here, bud, so gonna be tough. Let's get our city down. It's taken far too long. We got 3 arrow score because it's so dang close to the Dead Sea. Our people love that. Gonna go slinger right away because these Phoenicians are definitely gonna get aggro, dude. No trust from me, I'll tell you that much. A little bit more exploring this way. Okay, this is pretty much the whole mouth of the Arabian Peninsula. It looks like you could get some settles along the edges here. Now, one thing I'm worried about with these Phoenicians is how they're going to settle on me. So this is all Africa. The way Phoenicia works is as long as you settle on the coast and you're on the same continent as your capital, you have no loyalty issue. So they could settle down here, no loyalty problem. They can settle right over here. Even if for someone like me in their position, it would be like -5 loyalty. For them, they get no issues just because they're on the coast. That's their ability. Science-wise, we're going archery. Same idea with that slinger there. I bet these Phoenicians are going to come right for me. Militaristic enough civ. We met Cleopatra. Looking good, bud. Looking good. I would love to visit your capital. No, you don't want to show me? Okay, not the end of the world. I'd love to send some delegations too. You know, just try and make some friends. But I don't have money, dude. It's hard out here. All we're working is this 0 production, 3 food tile. But as you may have seen in my Granary versus Monument video, going for food is not a bad idea at all. Food and production are pretty much worth the exact same amount as long as you're not getting a housing penalty. And we can get another 4 guys before we have a housing penalty. Okay, I think I can afford maybe one more turn of exploring before I gotta head home. And I'm not seeing many great tiles to work down here, bud. Let's head on home to Cairo. Phoenician's lining up, gonna do some kind of dance. Let's see what you got. Definitely parking my guy in the city. He's got to chill. Oh, look at that. That's a Phoenician settler. That's not good. Like I was saying, man, no loyalty issues for these guys as long as they settle on the coast. Cairo hitting 2 populations, so we're finally getting some production working this reef tile. So we're growing our borders towards the copper in 1 turn. How far off are we from buying one of the... Okay, 50 turns away from getting some culture and some faith going. And when the rest of these yields here are so terrible, getting some culture, some faith right now is pretty sweet. We get borders expanding more quickly, pantheons, and working towards all the faith units we're going to want to buy later on in the game. I don't know what the settler's doing, man. They're going back and forth, back and forth. There is a great settle right here. You should just go for it. Speaking of going for it, give me that tile, bud. And now it looks like we're going to work that straight up. Do I want to do that? I'm going to say no. We need the food and production right now, bud. So we'll stick with these 2, but... don't worry, we will get the culture and faith very soon, Cairo. There goes the city. Beirut, man, that's a dirty forward settle from those guys. Mad aggro. And they're all sitting right around my city of Cairo. I'm sure when they settled that in their calculus, they're like, dude, why are these Arabians settled so close to me? Like, I need to fight them. Looks like everyone's unfriendly to me. Sadly, couldn't get anyone nice. We will find horses this turn, though. And do we have any of those nice guys? It would appear we don't have any horses. Yeah, no horses in sight. What a shame. But we do have a slinger. Slinger's gonna hang out in the city. Just hold strong there, buddy. Next, we gotta go warrior. Dude, they stole my holy site tile. Are you serious? Oh my gosh, like the absolute audacity of these guys. Take my one holy site tile that I love so much. Oh, how much is it to get that other Dead Sea tile? I will take it away from them as soon as I can. It's gonna be a while though. Pretty poor out here. And Egypt, what did I do to you? Surprise war? You've had enough with me. Enough with me. What did I do? What did I do? Oh, I actually do see some horses pretty close. Maybe I could get those. Just don't really have the gold for that. And look at that. They're taking the other Dead Sea tile. They're really boxing me in here, man. Luckily, Phoenicia running some interference here on the Egyptians. They can't quite get at me if they're standing in the way. And they continue to. Yeah, let's keep that up, guys. Good work. Good work. Okay, now we're level 3 city. Sorry, 3 population city. Happy enough now to work the culture and the faith. Get the pantheon and get this border growth just popping off like crazy. We need to get some of these tiles over here. The horses would be nice. Copper. This Plains Hill, like way better than any of the other tiles we have in our lands. That said, we got to look further into the game too. Like this city of Beirut, it's quite an aggressive settle. Do we want to try and secure a tile where we could put an encampment down and fire artillery on this city and conquer it? Do we want to do the same for this capital that I'm pretty sure lives just right here? We could buy out this tile that the Egyptians are standing on. So we're going to have to make some big choices with our money very soon too. And there we go. The Egyptians are let through. Now, check out this this wonder here, the Dead Sea. Oh, first, Code of Laws. I guess we'll get Strength versus Barbarians. That's about all we're doing. And let's get more production because this city is super lacking for it. Sorry, back to the Dead Sea. Gives you 2 faith, 2 culture when you work it. And units heal completely if they're next to the city for a turn and healing. So if I can just park my guys next to this Dead Sea, they should be doing pretty well for themselves. Now, I hope that doesn't work for this guy here because I'm pretty sure he attacked my unit, so he shouldn't get to heal this turn, should he? We almost wiped him out either way. Next question is, do we want foreign trade? Do we go for craftsmanship, a Goj? Let's go craftsmanship because I see us making a lot of these military units in the next few turns. Oh, hello. So we've met the Ethiopians. Good stuff. They don't want to tell me where they live either. Dang shame. And yeah, it looks like that warrior barely survived. They didn't quite heal, but they'll heal full next turn if we don't do anything. Just going to keep this guy right here. If I move him up 1 step, I don't know if he'll heal fully. And then there'll be 2 warriors slapping down at him constantly. 2v1 doesn't sound too nice. Especially when I've got this slinger back here, then we'll be able to fire. If it was an archer, okay, I can support my warrior. But this slinger just doesn't have the range to do so. Okay, 60 gold. We have the option to buy up a tile nearby. Okay, we're going to get this Plains Hill. I like the idea of that. Then here in Beirut, I would like to get this tile right here. They'll let me put an encampment down, fire down on the city once we decide we want to go on the offensive at some point. If it turns out these guys aren't our best friends. Maybe they want to be our best friends. I mean, there are other settled opportunities down here to the south. But the other thing is I also want this tile that the Egyptian warrior is standing on because it'll let me do the same to their capital. Now, all that said, you can't buy out both those tiles and put an encampment down because you only have 1 encampment in a city, bud. So hopefully we'll get this tile this turn. I'll save up some money, get the horses because that tile is just awesome to work to at 2-2. Totally something our civilization's never seen before. Okay, I just need a little bit more gold to get there. And we'll get that next turn. Sorry, we'll only get that next turn if we had one more gold. Mr. Ethiopia, I might regret doing this. We're going to come out a little bit lower on the gold side there, but let's just go ahead and buy these horses right here, right now. Get that 2-2. Goodness. And I'll unlock from these tiles, and these guys will just work whatever they think's best. Yeah, more food. Awesome. Let's get this city growth up, and let's get smacking down on these Egyptians. Yeah, how about that? Oh, and now it announces me next turn, so... Good thing I got the goods while I did, guys. All the way back to 75 health that last turn for the Egyptian warrior. It's going to be tough, man. If they don't fight you, you got to finish them off right away. I got to get my guy to heal up as well. A war. Cyrus and Dido are going to war. Man, that works out well for me. Hopefully they don't try and take me out then. If they're too busy dealing with each other. 1 fire down on, and 2 finally finished off a unit. Tough enough to do that around this Dead Sea, but we pulled it off. Man, I should have finished him off with a slinger to help my science. That's a big loss there. Tough luck, guys. Whatever, maybe we'll make it up on the next guy coming through. You're going to promote. Where are you going to go? Let's have you move all the way back, and then we'll do this same sort of trap. Upgrade the slinger with garrison so they're stronger in the city. Let these Egyptians continue to come onto this tile here and just take them out one by one. Okay, we got 2 warriors and a slinger now. Let's get... I feel like I want 1 more slinger and 1 more warrior. That's sad. I need a new city, too. And I would be worried about Phoenicia declaring war on me, but they're already going head-to-head with Cyrus. Maybe we can get a bit greedy and go for a settler. At least put some turns into that. And then when we have craftsmanship, finish up production towards builders. Maybe we get one of those guys and more production towards military units. I'd like at least 1 more warrior, 1 more ranged slinger or archer, whatever they happen to be. But we can probably wait on that. Cairo's holding it pretty well. The Egyptians coming through this little choke point, it's really tough for them to do much to me, man. We can do an attack, promote. We're going to go with battle cry. More melee head-to-head combat strength. And when you get that second promotion, you get an extra bit of move strength. Not move strength, movement potential too. Unmet player totally defeated. Wow, this early in the game, just 23 turns in. At least I didn't come last, guys. Good work. Okay, archery, close enough to get with the boost, and you know, I'm confident I'll get that boost. Next, though, there's 2 things I want. Astrology, that way we actually get our holy site down and get our religion started when the time comes. Let me take a look at the great people, actually. Previously recruited, nobody just yet. But if I look at great prophets here, okay, 58 points for a lot of people, but let's be real. They're going to get more great people points than just 1 per turn. So maybe I can actually hold off on getting astrology this second. And instead, let's go bronze working, find out where the iron lives. Spearmans can be useful in case the enemy comes at me with, what are those, heavy chariots and encampments. Getting those down along with walls, very strong, right? Oh, man, Beruta is under some fire. I can see right now garrison health. That means it must be doing damage. In Cairo, pretty much the training grounds. Here for my slinger. They're almost up to level 2 now. Rest of my warriors are just pretty much chilling, dude. Like, there's nothing really for you to do. I guess we can have you maybe do some exploration down the coast, see what we find. Yep, they're going to go after the city, and they're low health, man. We might be able to finish them off with the slinger this turn. Get that boost that I've been looking for. There's 1 fight. There's 2. Brilliant. Now we're going to have archers, and yeah, I can see why that Egyptian ran away. You ought to be scared. This warrior can move. I don't think they can heal in a single turn, but if they do, that'd be good knowledge to know. You can get super mobile and still heal up all the way. Let's see, Cairo, what do you got? No, did not heal. That makes sense. Okay, new war going down. Cleopatra, the Egyptians going to war with Ethiopia, just south of them. So Egypt's about here, Ethiopia a little bit south, from my understanding. And that's great news for me because we got... what, 2 warriors right here on my borders. I believe that's 40 of their 115 military strength. And if the rest has got to deal with the Ethiopian Empire coming at them, which is a little bit stronger, especially when you factor in a -40 that's right here on my borders, they've got to get out of here pretty quick, man. They can't just be waiting around, wasting their time with little old me. Checking in on the Phoenicians. Yeah, they've got some small issues here. It looks like this Persian warrior will be taken out next turn. Another slinger in their lands. Oh, but they got backed up with a new warrior in their city now. Beruta down. I mean, that the garrison health is taking some damage, but it's not too low. Look, we got craftsmanship. Do we want to make more military units the second? Not really. But what is going to be our next tech, okay? State workforce, build any district. I could see myself getting there after I get, what's it called? The holy site. Foreign trade. I should be pretty close to Africa and should be able to boost this. But either way, it looks like quite a few turns, and I'm just building out a settler here. So you know what? Urban planning and discipline might be the best 2 cards. For me, at least. Oh, look at this. Yeah, there's Asia right over here. It's just not counting as me having found it because it's a little bit too far away. Let's put some turns into foreign trade either way. And, you know, 5 to 10 turns, maybe get another government change. Happy enough with where I'm at for now, though. Oh, look at this. Goody hut. No one else has been down here. That's good to see. Dang, borders enforced by the Phoenicians. What a shame. I was hoping to get through there with my scout and visit Asia, get the boost, but maybe that won't happen. Luckily, my warrior here just sits here, heals back to full every single turn. It's just get harder and harder for them. As my guy gets promoted like he just did. Got the battle cry here, 7 more combat strength. There's just no way you're getting through this choke point, dude. It's too strong. I do really want that boost, though, going here through Phoenicia, and it would totally suck if my only way to the outside world was around through the sea. So maybe they'll sell me their borders or something reasonable. What would it take? 17 gold. Okay, that's a lot of money, dude. It's a lot of money, especially when I need to buy a slinger upgrade, which costs me 60. I need to purchase tiles just because I like doing that. This copper would be nice. Where's the city going for next? A nice mountain tile. That'd be good to get. Not. Okay, let's hold off on paying them all the money this turn. And maybe when we get a scout, it'll be more worth it. I do have a goody hut. Will this give me a scout? No. 20 faith. But 20 faith is quite a bit of faith. I think we ought to have enough for a pantheon at this point. Check it out down to the south too. Obsidian. Requires mining. But hey, that's going to be a pretty good town when you compare it to all these crappy deserts. Looks like some decent settle would be done down here. Maybe something right by this mountain. We get some fish action. But the further south I go, the worse the loyalty gets. Maybe we got to go all the way to this tip of the peninsula over here. Anyways, more fighting going down from the Egyptians. That's just going to be over and over and over again sort of thing. It looks like the Phoenicians have pretty much dealt with their issues over there. But thanks to that goody hut, like I mentioned, it's pantheon time. Okay, looking through these, nothing too applicable to me. I think there was something about boats. God of Sea, 1 production from fishing boats. Okay, we got maybe 1. Possibly 2 in the capital. That's a bit of a stretch. I see 2 other fish we might get our hands on. Then there's some religion-based ones. Clearing a barb outpost gives you 50 faith, and you get to heal off the outpost. I don't know. It's kind of overrated when we might find max 1 barbarian outpost sitting over here in the fog of war that we haven't found yet. But this God of War, I really like. You get faith equal to 50% of the combat strength of the unit defeated if it's within 8 tiles of a holy site district. Now, I'm hoping this means not just my holy sites, but I'm definitely going to be attacking some people in their holy sites. I hope that means theological combat too, but we'll just see how the rest of this plays out. Because we definitely could get a holy site here in Cairo quite soon. I've moved this slinger up. Let's go for the attack on the guy on the hill. Sweet, 8 faith. Right, so it works for other people's holy sites too. I like that. Hopefully not just regular combat, but that's a free 10 faith right there. That's half a goody hut. And moving this guy forward 1 step, I should be able to get my slinger in range, and we can start actually moving towards these Egyptians. Because as nice as this choke point is, I'd like to have the choke point a little bit further over to where the Suez Canal would be in today's terms. This way I can sort of protect this copper, horses. 3 upgrades I can get my builder to perform. Down to the south, we continue to explore. These lands aren't totally desolate. Okay, I got some obsidian, got some plains, hills all the way on the end here. Luckily, there's some camels just to keep you company. Maize, some fish off the coast. And the loyalty pressure is pretty much non-existent all the way out here. So definitely a suitable place for my settler coming out in just 6 turns. Yep, there we go. Guy came right into the lands, attacked the slinger. But that should be easy enough to pick up. There we go. And with my warrior, I'll just heal up. Do the Dead Sea trick where you get all your health back. Yep, we like that. And there's a barb camp. Dude, okay, barb camp. I'm pretty sure we've got something here. Yep, military tradition, clear a barbarian outpost. That's going to be nice. The last possible tile that there could be a barb camp, and there is. And it's the most mundane one, too. It's just a single spearman sitting here. Whoa! Whoa. It just made 2 galleys, though. All right, we got mining. Mines are cool. Quarries are cool. Nothing too exciting there. You guys know what mining does. Let's go box in the spearman, though. Luckily, these galleys, they're just sea guys. They're not quadriremes. Otherwise, this would have gotten really crazy. I would have been running for my life. And Kara, let's fight the Egyptians. Slinger, you just keep healing up, buddy. And we'll get you... We'll get you close when we can. Okay, great people. That's looking like 7 turns, 15 turns, around 23. Everyone's going to be getting them. And I'm pretty sure a lot of these guys, they're going to be getting to +3 great profits pretty soon. So about 15 turns for us to create our holy site. It's going to take 8 to research. And I'm sure it'll take something like that to actually create the holy site too. So we'll go there next. This warrior coming right onto my lands. Buddy, get out of here. He's going to have a big regrets for doing that. We can just fire at him from the city. Oh, no. Actually, we need to totally finish him off. Okay. Let's do 1 fight with the warrior. Fire at him from the city. Forgot if he decides to heal, He does the 100% health trick. Okay, guys, now we have 70 gold. We can spend that. We can upgrade our slinger. Looks like we're gonna get this nice desert hill tile next turn. I would like to secure this copper tile just because it's strong and because then we've got this single tile between us and the Egyptians. A great choke point that we can hold, and our guy can sit in there, heal up extra. That costs 80 gold though, so I'll wait a couple turns. Maybe we gotta make a decision at some point. Dude, Baruta going down hard here, down to 93 health. That's after the heal. Things are not going well with the Phoenicians over there. I see a settler. What is that settler doing? No clue. Honestly, no clue. What I do know is they're not coming towards me, buddy. Okay. Let's have you park here. You're going to sit next to the Dead Sea as well. And nobody is coming through these lines, all right? This land is mine to settle. Nobody else's. Foreign trade now going to get boosted to completion. So let's go military tradition because we're actually going to clear Barb Camp quite soon. Settler coming out in 2 turns. Then we're going to get the Holy Site. All of these are optimized for by urban planning. None of these other cards give me any more boosts. And we're finally out of that 80 gold here in Baruta. I don't think they're going to be taking any of these useless desert tiles. So I don't need to scramble for any of those. Cairo looks like it's deciding between this mountain and a desert hill. Yeah, both great things to choose from. But I've got 80 gold, dude, and I can make some plays wherever I decide to make some plays. Let's go and get this copper right now. We're going to thank ourselves for that later in the game when each of these tiles is so important. Down to 0 gold in the bank, though. We're super poor out here, guys. And there's our settler. We're going to have to send them all the way down here to the very tip of the peninsula if we want any hope of the loyalty helping us out. Okay, walk a bit. Oh, dude, what is this? An Egyptian warrior has made his way around from Akkad. No. I definitely don't play those games. Let's get our warrior blocking off any possible path to the settler. We want to start work on the Holy Site, but we lack the tech for it. I feel like 5 turns, it'd be smart to get a scout out so we can actually see more of these lands. Get towards golden ages maybe this time or in the future. That can be super crucial for faith-based games, which is what we're after here. Oh, look at that. Akkad swapped back to somebody else. So, sorry, Egypt. You just lost your levied units. Spent all your money, too, but you should have given it to me instead. Fighting continues here at the Barbarian encampment, but it's for good reason, guys. We got this settler slowly moving their ways down, and I'll back them up with the slinger just in case one of these crazy guys, the Phoenicians, or the Persians decide to get any ideas about my settler, because that is very much mine, bud. Phoenicians do look to have taken back control of Baruta. It's in a pretty good spot, dude. They've got this little river here. There's a city site in between, a good bit of a choke point. Oh, and look, even a free city has appeared, and that's probably from Persia, and that's now in the way of them sending more reinforcements. They got a whole free city they got to fight. Oh, look at this. Akkad now going to war with Baruta. It must be Persia that took back suzerainty over Akkad from the Egyptians. Speaking of Egyptians, we're gonna get right up in their face here. Sit just across the border and say, "Come to me, man. Come to me." I'm just gonna park, sit my butt down here. Battle cry, 6+ combat strength. It's gonna get 7. It's gonna get 6+ combat strength though from fortifying just sitting here. And I don't see any Egyptians coming through here unless I do some advanced tactics with archers, catapults, and I don't see that happening in the ancient era.
Thanks for watching, Panda Gang. When I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to actually pay for Windows, so make sure to subscribe. Peace.